coming to you live from the classroom today. I am so sorry I have not posted for a couple weeks. I apologize 1,000 times over because I got you all excited that I was going to tell you something super important, and then I didn't post for a while, so I'm really sorry. But luckily, I'm doing it now, and this is the #1 thing you can do with your kid to help them in so many different areas, and it is reading. There are so many studies out there that prove reading with your child will help them in so many different ways. It helps them learn their letters faster. It helps them learn their numbers faster. It helps them understand different concepts. And there's so many things that it can help your kid with, and it is literally just reading to them. That's all you have to do. I think that the best way to do it is set up a routine from the time they're tiny and read a book with them every single night. My kids love to read the same book over and over and over again. And I know that some parents say, we don't have enough books, or, I don't have time for that. Reading a book takes maybe 5 to 10 minutes, especially when they're little and you're reading picture books a lot. Go to your library, check out books, ask friends and teachers for books, anything like that. Just read with your child every night. Every night is optimal, but if you read, a couple times a week or even that, any little thing will help them. So if you have not understood yet, read, yay, every single night with your kid, and it will help them so much. When you read with your kid, a few things that can help them immensely. So I brought my favorite book today, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. When you're reading with your child, do little things. Point out the title. Oh, this book, the title is If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. Who's the author? Who's the illustrator? Just tell them those things so that they start getting used to understanding that, and understanding that there are people that make books. So maybe they could be a famous author someday. Another thing you want to do with your child when you read is to point out parts of the book. Oh, the title page. Oh, the back cover, the front cover, the spine of the book. All those things will help them later in school just to understand there are parts of a book and understand how they work. And pages of a book. When you read, you don't have to, because as I said, reading in itself will help your child. But these are extra little things to do, like pointing to the words as you read. If you give a mouse a cookie, no, I'm reading with inflection too, meaning I'm using the punctuation marks in the text to accentuate what I'm saying. So if there's a comma, I'm pausing. I'm letting it linger so that they know something else is coming. This one ends in a period, so you'd say, he's going to ask for a glass of milk. Done. When you give him the milk, doing things like this will help them understand you read left to right, and you're turning the pages to go in a chronological order. Because some kids, when they're little, they'll read books upside down and everything like that. But the more you read with your child at home, the more they'll understand the book starts at the front cover, goes through the pages, and then ends at the back cover. All these little things will help. Now, I wanted to keep this short and sweet because I'm going to try to make shorter videos more often. That's a goal, yay! But to kind of extend on that, when you get done reading, if you have time and your child is, able to express things, start asking them questions like, who was the main character in this story? The mouse. Where did it take place? At their house. Things like that. Or like, why do you think the mouse kept asking for one thing after another? How would you describe that mouse? What was his personality like? Ask them, like, relate it to the text. Have you ever done that? Have you ever asked one thing that makes you think for another thing, and then you want that thing, and it keeps going and going? Or at the end of the book, what did the mouse ask for? Oh, he asked for milk. What do you think he's going to want again? Oh, he's probably going to want a cookie to go with it. Actually, I think that's the other way around. I think he wants a cookie and he's going to want a cookie to go with the milk that he already has. If you haven't read this book, it's one of my favorites. I am so all over the place today, sorry. Anyway, point of this vlog today is read with your child. please. It is so important, and it does so many great things for them. The sooner they start understanding how books work, the sooner they are going to start reading themselves. Just to understand that words say things. That if you write a sentence like this, it says something. And getting them to understand that will help them more than anything. I always tell parents, if you do nothing else at home to help your kid educationally, at least read with them. It's a great bonding time. It's a great time to just spend with your child. I know my parents used to read to us before bedtime, and you know, it was just this time that I knew I had my parents' full undivided attention, and you know, we were sharing a story together. There's also other ways. If you absolutely cannot find time anywhere in the entire world, or you have absolutely no books and you're coming up with excuses of why you can't do this, there's also places like storylineonline.net, and they have famous actresses or actors or just famous people, I guess, in general, that will read stories, and so they'll hold it up and it would just be like if I read this whole story to you. It's just another great way for kids to hear books and understand kind of how they work, and there's a lot of resources out there. YouTube also has a lot of books that you can look up and check out. As always, leave me some comments. Come on. Give me some more ideas for videos. Yell at me for not making a video in time. And tell us what your favorite book is. What is your favorite book? What book do you remember reading with your parents, or what book do your kids love to read over and over and over? They're just like movies. Kids will do it, will read them 1,000 times and never get sick of them. If You Give a Mouse a Cookie by Laura Hoffman-Numeroff, I think I said that right. This is my favorite book of all time. I've been reading it since I was itty bitty. So if you haven't read it, check it out. That's it. Hopefully I'll see you guys sooner rather than later. I'll get better at this, I promise. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye, guys.